are your timeless messages. So please keep in mind that they are general messages and they will not resonate with everyone at this time. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate. And please use your discernment as well. Flip or switch your roles if you are cross-watching for a Libra. So this this message are going to be for Libra placements. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. I'm going to pull some oracle cards and then some tarot and then some advice. All right. So thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, comments, and shares. Genuine support is greatly appreciated. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this North Node that's showing up here. If you'd like a private reading from me, that information is in the description box. The North Node is there is a benefit and success. There will be. All right, so the energy has shifted. There was a decision that created a balance or a fairness. So you made a fair decision here or to yourself. Or a decision to create success. A decision that created success or a benefit. There is a result from a history with Cancer. So there was a history of you pursuing and cooperating that created a benefit here. Let's see. There was a focus that was also required, and you met that requirement with this focus in Capricorn. Gemini, there's a belief about this focus and an attitude about the past. You have much enjoyment here, an attraction with Venus and love and your energy showing up, Libra. You had the dedication to achieve. Let's see. Your first house, your actions, what you are doing. What you are doing matters. Who you are, learning who you are. It's about who you are. Ooh, the South Node comes out. Let's see. All right. With Neptune, there's a confusion about a career or what you were focused on. What that North Node energy that showed up, what your focus has shifted to, or your dedication over periods of time that have created success and benefit for you. You could have had a sacrifice about your career. South Node. Now is not the time to sacrifice either your actions for something. Now's not the time to do that. Some kind of hidden involvement with a confusion or sacrifice regarding where you're going or career. With that past attitude that showed up with the Cancer energy earlier, it's a time to remember or reconsider, and it's about who you are, your actions. So the third eye activation could be relevant at this time. Pineal gland, piezoelectric crystals, piezoelectric energy, that kind of thing going on here. What is happening with that North Node shift? What's happening for Libra? Second house? Oh, I'm sorry. A 7 looked like a 2 for a second. Okay, but it's a 7. It's not a 2. All right. Your partner's balance and cooperation. So you're very balanced right now in your energy. That is you naturally balancing these scales out by naturally knowing who you are without distortions. Should I say? Let's see. I don't know why I keep shuffling and not pulling something. Why is that happening? Pisces. All right. Overwhelming. There's an overwhelming dream, this could actually be the dream state or a dream to bring into the physical reality. It comes from an idea, though, so an idea bringing about a dream, but you also could have dream state messages or guidance here coming up. Be a part of something overwhelming, an unexpected change, or Pisces brought in an unexpected change with Uranus, an unusual example of overwhelmingness here that's hidden. The right connections could be unusual examples, not your usual not your usual type, maybe a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Pisces could be part of something overwhelming or hidden here. Pisces energy. What's happening now? Do this here for you here. Libra, what's happening? Taurus. Dealing with a Taurus or about a Taurus. What is sticking to me? Mars, action. Well, Aries energy came out at the beginning with the first house, which is Aries energy. And here we have Mars, which is also Aries energy. So you could be dealing with an or about an Aries. This is about action, though. Taurus is a belief. There's a confrontational energy, though, with Mars here. The cost of confrontational energy. There's a cost of a confrontational energy with a leader, about a leader, or the sun is out, things being brought to lighter life. This is leadership energy. Just because somebody is a leader or acts like a leader doesn't mean they lead well. So if you're dealing with another energy, that is, so be the leader of your own discernment. And of course, here we have what is to be believed about this attraction? Okay, so you got Gemini coming back up. You have attraction, enjoyment, and the sun. Okay, so many realizations coming to light. You could be a demonstrator or a teacher, Libra, as well, with action and demonstrating. You're, physically able to demonstrate, or you could be in a field of demonstration in some type of way. And enjoying that, Libra, Moon, those reactions about actions. You have a much direct action here with Taurus, Mars, and Moon, the Moon, the Moon for action. So many reactions, and those reactions have ripple effects here with the South Node showing up. So expansion expands in all directions. So it's like as above, so below, so within, so without. It's all directional reactions, and all the directional, because I have direct here in a direct way. Not everything is direct. Many things are indirect and cause confusion, and then there are things that are very, very direct. Very direct. I hit my leg on the table trying to shift myself, and it's about career, or what is this? Many reactions from the South Node about your career, but your career is in the North Node. There's again with the confusion or sacrifice. Or now is not the time. Again, I think this was the same run that we started with, I believe. Okay, so now is not the time to sacrifice or buy into the confusion or the chaos that is created about where you're going. Remember feelings that are brought up here, so you respond instead of react. There's an obsessional reactions here with the Moon and Pluto. So there's a power struggle, an obsession, a reaction, a power struggle with that Mars, okay, about who you are. The nurturing and the need to control, dedication, and that focus. All right, so your focus is uncontrollable because you know what you're focusing on here. Learning how to channel your own energy or focus, learning something new, learning new things. things that, like are out of the ordinary for you, possibly like reflexology or what is the other? Okay, things like that. All right. A power struggle about rules. Okay, so there's a, a direct action, a reaction, a power struggle, and then a rule imposed with Capricorn. Okay, so all that creates many words with Mercury, created many thoughts, and it also had the potential to create an awareness. So that's where the discovery is. There's a method of healing, the awareness of discovering a method of healing with Virgo. Be careful not to overanalyze thoughts and or worry about perfecting words at this time. Or it's like you might only be speaking if it's necessary. Get a little more on this here before I move on, because what are these rules, Uranus? An unexpected change in the rules? The rules? Focusing on a different way of looking at an unusual example with Uranus of you are unusually dedicated, but it's a good thing. Many words, thoughts, and awareness. Okay, the unexpected change with the words. You switched up your actions with Mars and the words. Okay, you're being very direct in Taurus, so that what maybe in May you're being very direct, or we have May coming up here. So an unexpected change in what? Oh, attractions. Okay, an unusual example of attraction. Okay, so I think I said that. What you're attracting is being open to new and different. Venus, Leo, leadership, reactionary energy, and a power struggle with a leadership position role. Unexpected change when you do what you want and then go for what you're attracted to doing or guided to do, or however you want to put it. And everything just kind of, let's see. That's just too many. What is this unexpected change in attraction and the reactions and the power struggle? Leo came back out. All right, so that shifted. Okay, what is about this Leo first house? Wow, showing who you are. Okay, so you could be having like influences because Leo is impressions, and you could be having an influence that you're positive influence that you're not even aware of at the time. The half the deck falls out of my hand. Okay, this is the north node. I almost thought it was the south node. All I saw was node. Okay, node. All right, so have faith in it. Have faith in this here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Okay. Scorpios here with now is the time. There's a result of this power struggle, could have been a power struggle with or about a Scorpio energy. Confusion and sacrifice with Neptune. So it's the power struggle, but don't worry about that. That is, you got good fortune coming with Jupiter and your career. Okay, you're not going to sacrifice something with or about a Scorpio or with or about Gemini. You're not switching up your actions. Now is the time because you have the information to explain with Gemini communication. Do not worry about communication. That's what it says something about don't worry about perfecting this communication. Enjoy it. Something like that. There's a discovery. I mentioned a discovery of a communication or discovery of the information to explain because there was a fluctuation. All this right here with Gemini. The fluctuations in communications. That's Aquarius, other people's resources, a fluctuation in the resources, and communication about, and discoveries about the communications about the results of the resources. 8th house, life or death issue. There's a discovery, communication, life or death issues. Gosh, I didn't mean to move everything. 8th house, life or death issue. So, okay. One more. 5th house. The fluctuations were dramatic. That's why this direct energy came out first. Okay, so 5th house is dramatics. It's also fun, romance, art, child energy, trust. It is flip side, the power of love, investments, gambles, and other games. Many fluctuations with this. The fun, romance, and art is on Venus and your actions. You're really doing something you enjoy here. Okay, for your future. Okay, and the sun is right behind that. What's being brought to light or life? I'm going to just see what else is happening. I might revisit those cards. Easy does it in reverse. Divine purpose in reverse. Multifaceted in reverse. Healthy communication in relationships in reverse. All of that is just telling me you're being very direct right now. It's not that deep. There's not many layers. You went through the layers. Divine life purpose is trusting your inner guidance. So where you didn't trust your inner guidance, and that those were the fluctuations, or where your inner guidance was fluctuating due to present conditions or reactions in some type of way. What's happening here for Libra? Sensitive emotions, fluctuations in emotions with Gemini, heightened intuition, so intuition being blocked, trusting your inner knowing. So I believe I mentioned third eye. So this is the pineal gland, called many things. So also has been called the seat of God or something like that too. You can look that up if you're interested. Time. Okay, so there are heightened emotions, and then I have heightened here. Heightened here. So you you could be working on grounding your own emotions. Ooh, purifying to detoxify is coming out. Garnet, it's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Okay, so with the pineal gland, what relates to that could be fluoride, or could be relevant, or decalcification, because the pineal gland is calcite, so decalcification of that. Okay, and purifying and detoxifying, you could be have done that or working on that, or you're being asked to do that. It did come out in reverse, so let's see. Doing that kind of thing is unconventional, so it's in the reverse, unconventionality is to me conventionality. So you're breaking free from convention and honoring your unique qualities because they are an important part of your purpose, and you're doing something different. All right, so that's showing me in reverse prosperity. So there's a divine support and an increase with Malachite right behind conventionality or unconventionality. What honors uniqueness and what is, I don't know. Libra, I just saw love life. Oh, and it's sticking to me. So here, yeah, I'm good. Rose quartz coming out. So there's a renewed romance. I don't know what that particular word is. Hang on. Oh, romantic, not romance. A renewed romantic love is here for you. Okay, so that's clear. All right, so you purified from things that were not in line with this love life or this love or this higher heart chakra pink energy. That's okay. So also here we have jade, wellness in reverse. So there was some kind of, when I see detoxification, I think of toxic interference here with wellness, revealing around emotions, right? Toxic emotions creating an imbalance. Okay, about love. Okay, what is this? Libra. Spiritual path is in reverse. And there's a life-changing epiphany or experience about what maybe was fearful at one time. There's no longer like a blockage. Also, spiritual path is your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make the necessary life changes. And when it's in reverse, it just tells me you either made the changes you were prompted to, and you did, and you moving forward. It either already occurred. Yeah, it's looking like there was a faulty toxic path here with it in reverse. I'll just leave it at that. Oh, that was about owning your divine power. So there was a spiritual path that was not based upon, it was more based upon something superficial, should I say, and replacing codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment is what shifts that. So all that came out at the beginning, codependent people pleasing tendencies, you purified and detoxified that. You're more realizing consciously your actions. Forgiveness heals. So you're forgiving this energy, forgiving yourself. Topaz. Time to release repressed anger is blocking health and happiness. So forgiveness is for yourself to move forward and be open. Natural beauty and authenticity is with this toxic, unspiritual, or not just, I won't say unspiritual. I'm just trying to find words to describe what I'm, the word would be a distraction, possibly. It could be very, whatever. Okay. Natural beauty and authenticity, fluorite, be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and beautiful, adorable inside and out, lovable. I put the word adorable, but the word lovable, because I saw able. Be close enough. Okay. Okay, so your life-changing epiphany or experience was about a path or resources in a path, or the fluctuations of communications about a love life path, or upgrading to a connection that vibrates at your level. I think I just want one more here. There was some unnecessary worries created with citrine. And when I've looked at the citrine, I have seen it's the only stone I have over here just about. So it's right next to me, the citrine. And I just looked at it before. Anyway. Okay, so it's about releasing unnecessary worries. Okay, so release the burden of worry by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And it is about the solutions. And if there isn't a solution, then that might be the solution. Divine intervention in reverse. Okay, so this other energy isn't possibly interested in learning new things here because it's very conventional. There's the convention. Okay, so your divine support is your guidance. That it's the guidance that's leading you out of worry, or it was the worry that was the attachment to this, and that's the truth. Okay, so that keeps coming out, and that's right on the love life and the unnecessary worry about love or the love life, because you have it's looking very good. You're being asked to reduce the stress here. Stress reduction. So distress your mind and body and schedule, because you need to rest, renew, and recharge, because you've had all this unnecessary worry lingering to something toxic, and it was a path. Okay, so I said, and once you do that here, you got opal and let yourself sparkle and shine. Okay, so that is, now you're shining. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. Make time for self-care. Perfect. Okay. Libra. Messages for Libra. Be very inspirational to others right now, Libra. Being inspired. Worry is a wasted emotion, is in reverse. So release that worry. Choose love over fear. So all around judgment. There was a misunderstanding or fluctuations. So you're not dedicating your energy to things that are dedicated to misunderstanding this time. What's going on with that? Appreciating your talent. That came out at the beginning, with whatever you focus, the application that you have the know-how to demonstrate, and you also had the gratitude to appreciate. Are you putting much work? You put much work. Wow. Then you've got the toxic relationships right behind appreciate your talents. So that this path or that path that showed up, or the toxicness of what was created, the balance is being restored. Not everybody values the situation here. What is happening for Libra? Follow the golden rule came out sideways. So a reminder to do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or you would like them to do unto you. Or this is about being consciously aware how things affect others, and it's also about minding your own business and staying in your own lane. Death is an illusion. Again, with the Scorpio energy, there's some kind of illusion. Scorpio may have not followed the golden rule, or it's being questioned. There was an expectation here. So yeah, the expectation, because you're being taught how to give without expectation, and what the illusion is of this do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's about worry, fear, and judgment. Okay, let's keep going. What is this about the golden rule? Thoughts, feelings. This is about thoughts and feelings. Reactions, could have dealt with reactions. Due to choices and decisions. Thoughts create your reality is in reverse. So that's not being looking at how this okay, somewhere where your confidence was challenged, possess self-confidence, and your feelings possibly weren't honored because so lesson here, guidance in reverse, some faulty guidance. There was a struggle, you journeyed within. If you want to see here, accept struggles. You need to possess the self-confidence to see a higher perspective of a struggle. You had that power struggle that came up about thought. So what somebody thought, so there was a discovery about a thought, many thoughts. I don't know. Trust your intuition at this time. Calm is not a weakness. You could be very calm. It could be mistaken for weakness. See that? Again, possess self-confidence comes out with moderation. Okay, so you could be practicing self-discipline as well. You're very disciplined here, following the golden rule here. Practice moderation is discipline to me. You're taking a middle road or a middle path, like attracts like, law of attraction. It's working in your favor, universal law of attraction. Forgive yourself in reverse. Some kind of thoughts about forgiveness or this rule. There's a rule. There's I don't know, somebody could be making up their own rules here. Everyone has value in reverse. That tells me that's probably correct. Close-minded, yeah. Okay, couple more. Learn from your mistakes. What open-minded is in reverse. That tells me something. Learn from your mistakes in reverse. Okay, so you could have learned this was some kind of lesson, and you came out of it gracefully with self-confidence and moderation. You didn't overly dramatically do anything. Be of service in reverse. You didn't overlap. You didn't overextend yourself to this energy. Be of service in reverse. You learned from your mistake, because that's what it's pertaining to, this lesson. Whatever. You are here for a reason. Okay, so there was a reason for that. You learned it, or you're being asked to learn what that was, where that led you to. This is the sum of experiences that led to this here now. Never judge another. So somebody could have been judging, because I said judge. Somebody could be a judge. This is also the inability to break free from some kind of fear of judgment. Patience is a virtue. Some of virtue, calm, judge, expectation. Hang on, things slipping out of my finger. Illusion, Scorpio, judging, impatient. Oh my gosh, you know, a calm usually is associated with patience to me, I guess, you know, and calm is not a weakness. And then you got patience as a virtue. So there's you're being very calm and something else is not calm. Obviously, what's happening? One more here. I'm closed-minded. So stay open-minded is in reverse. Reason or purpose is in reverse. Ask for guidance in reverse. If you're not asking this energy for advice or guidance, you journey within instead. Following your own inner compass or your own inner GPS. Is that third eye? What's happening, Libra? In love, because I'm going to use the romance angel cards or angel romance cards or whichever way they're said, whatever. Okay. One or the other, it is. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss. Okay, so we do have a holiday time. Easter is coming up. If you observe this holiday, anyway, there's a honeymoon or a getaway or some fun. Much deserved time. Libra, what's happening for you? In love. For yourself in reverse. Okay. Separation, children. All right. Children could be a factor. Separation could be a factor. And you could be playful now, going on a honeymoon. Somebody's not free of the situation, or you did free yourself from the situation, or you being asked to free yourself from the situation, because free yourself is in reverse. So if you're working on the freeing, now is the time. Okay, trust, Libra. Trust this situation is calling for you to have faith. Trust something here. Reconciliation is in reverse. Trust that you made the right decision about this not reconciling or making good choices for yourself here in love. Codependency, reconciling with codependent energy that you've already done the work to break free from or create boundaries that are comfortable for you. Worth waiting for. So trust that there is something coming in worth waiting for. Trust. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I didn't keep that card over there by the camera too long. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll try to slow down here. Okay, past life relationship. You have known each other before. Divine timing. Codependency. Okay. So there's either a familiar energy that's around you, or there's a codependent energy that's around you. Known each other before, reconciliation in reverse. You have something else worth waiting for here. Libra, attraction. Wow. So a lot of attraction came out in the other deck too. So we have attraction in love, and the universal law of attraction doesn't discriminate. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully with attraction. Retreat in reverse. You're not retreating or gathering with or reconciling with this lingering energy. What should I say? What's happening with Libra? Let your friends help you. There could be some friends you're not reconciling with either. There's some friends you trust, some you're not going to reconcile with. Religious factors are involved. So there could be not reconciling with influences by an upbringing or a spiritual path, because that spiritual path came out in reverse. So that just tells me there are limiting factors within that path that were blockages for you to look at and overcome. Libra. Finances and career. Well, your finances and career were affected in the past with this reconciliation and friends. You've already learned this. So I don't. It just the cycle isn't healing isn't linear. Things aren't linear. It's some kind of cycle. You deserve love. A cycle of love. You deserve love worth waiting for. You deserve love. Not allowing finances and career to block love and be a factor in blockages, or don't put some kind of label on a worth due to finances. You deserve love regardless of finances. It's something like that too. Do that. Oh, forgiving and learning is in reverse. You forgave and learned this from. You can learn from everybody. Everybody is your teacher. You don't have any enemies when everyone is your teacher, Libra. So when you let go of factors and codependent involvement, it actually does have changes that take place, being the fact that Earth energy is the slowest of all the elements. It's the slowest energy. So you're forgiving and learning, and you're not expressing love here to what you already forgiven and learned. It's in reverse. You've closed out the cycle of healing family issues. Okay, that's pretty clear and to the point. Okay, continue. What I see from what I'm reading. Hangman. Be Pisces energy, or time to see something from a higher perspective, or this is hanging around. Emperor energy, Hermit in reverse, Virgo, Aries, Pisces. This is like the Emperor. It's a masculine energy. You could be coming out of hermit mode and taking a pause in your masculine energy. And I also see this as an emperor leader that is having to pause because their inability to take a step back, or there's a love offer that's not being reciprocated here. There's some kind of sneaky effort about love or an offer. Seven of Swords is deception or sneakiness. Then you've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Upright Nine of Cups. Sorry, my head itch. Oh, Nine of Cups is upright, is a wish fulfillment. In reverse, this is like a deceptive expectation, because I got that expectation that came out, a love expectation. So somebody didn't expect, or it isn't hidden. Definitely a faulty cup. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, and then trying to manifest from that. Okay, so somebody could have taken a loss or not unable to manifest due to their own inability to demonstrate. No, the energy shifted. What is being supported might not be so supported. Page of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles, Sun in reverse, unhappy, worrisome, confusions about these offers. Okay, Sun in reverse, unhappiness, worry, confusion, letting go of this emotional confusion around the minor arcana of justice, the 6 of Pentacles. The scales are balanced on one side. Oh gosh, my nose. It's not balanced on this side. So this pentacle was part of that balance, but it's a faulty offer. So Somebody keeps trying to give a faulty offer here. An emperor coming out sideways. Aries energy. Okay, so you 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is not seeing things clearly. Somebody's got some rose-colored glasses on, and they're now you've got the real glasses, something like that, Libra. About a past home environment, feelings of loss, feelings of abandonment. Somebody's hiding the fact that they have abandonment issues or feeling left out in the cold or don't want to be felt left out in the cold. But this is a feeling. 9 of Cups again. You have the intuitive ability with the High Priestess to know what this offer is bringing, and it brings loss with the 5 of Pentacles. Now somebody could be feeling the loss of, could be returning. Okay, so something could be returning. 9 of Wands in reverse. Upright, it's, you're aware of all these wands and how you collected them. And, it's a wounded warrior. It's, you've been through something. 9 of Wands in reverse, truthfully to me, is the inability to take accountability for one's actions. Therefore, you're left with not even knowing where the wands were acquired. Therefore, your ability to make decisions based upon these wands are going to be faulty. I hope that makes sense. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. There's the faultiness. Faultiness, it's also untrustworthy. It's also doesn't have the ability to complete what it started. So it's a leader who has the inability to complete what they start, and now caught up with the 9 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, caught up and untempered. Here you're taking the middle path or being, guided to clear up your energy. So this is what you overcame or closed out a cycle with the World, Magician. Then you run into what is untempered still. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like unwillingness to follow through or something. But what is this? Okay. The Sun is here. Whatever's being brought to light or life or happiness, this is happiness. You focusing on happiness. I mean, you dedicating yourself to what makes you happy actually raises, the vibe. Night in, what was I going to say? Night in white satin? I don't know. Night in, okay, well, actually, Knight of Swords. Okay. And I'm trying to think if there's another reference to night in. Okay, this is upright. It's like upright. It is the what rushes in to save the day or save the moment, and it is a good thing usually with happiness with the Sun. It would be a good thing. But here it is not such a great thing because this is like rushing into disrupt or do the opposite of be the knight in shining armor, or having the ability to affect a situation. Queen of Cups, emotionally mature, compassionate energy, showing water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, free from any what's I going to say? Free from any multiple? Free from any mental restrictions due to emotions. Hierophant in reverse. That Taurus energy showed up at the beginning. This could have been about a marriage or divorce or past energies or energies connected to the past extensions of those kinds of relationships and partnerships. What's happening? Now there's 8. I don't know why I did that. 8 of Wands. Okay, the 9 of Wands is in reverse. Yes. So there was a reducing of a wand here. Now there's manifestations. Wow. You reduce something. The star is here, Aquarius, the Chariot, forward movement, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Devil, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Strength in reverse. Something lost its credibility, I'll say, with the Devil and the 3 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords and the Strength and all this energy. Okay, so it's the Strength in reverse and the Queen of Swords upright. You're putting up your swords, Libra, to... You're moving forward regardless. Well, this energy is losing it, or it lost its strength. On courage, maybe somebody lost their courage. King of Wands could have lost their courage, or they didn't have the courage. I don't know. Libra, King of Wands. So Leo's here. Leo, Aries, you're dealing with a lot of fire with these wands, a lot of passion, competition, judgment, competition, and judgment. You took a higher road. Hermit, Virgo, there's a judgment call or a judgment with or about the pause, a move, sadness, inability to move on. King of Wands. Oh. 5 of Pentacles came out sideways. So this is that wavering fluctuations of this codependent. Somebody was codependent with or about a fire sign. Their stability or their fear of abandonment or fear of exposure of some sort with the sun, about this being cold or being left out in the cold. Oh, but somebody really wasn't left out in the cold, or they're well, hiding resources here. Trying to persuade someone to make a faulty resource investment. Somebody's loss is somebody else's gain, possibly. Magician. 5 of Wands in reverse. You're no longer playing that game. Ace of Wands in reverse. I just said you're no longer playing that game. What else here for Libra? Oh. Okay, so the inability to move forward to calm waters now. This King of Wands. Knight of Swords in reverse. There was an expected loss here, or an what am I trying to see? This faulty. It's not. What is it? It's somebody else's stability, dependent upon somebody else's resources, dependent on something else, dependent on a chain of events, or dependent on a plan working out, or dependent or codependent situation in which resources are involved, are draining, are untrustworthy, or not putting the work in. So now the resources, it's not being free from the situation due to kind of lack issue or sadness issue or getting hurt, afraid to hurt somebody's feelings by Ace of Pentacles in reverse, by holding back. So all of that created something I can't even describe here what I'm feeling about that. Let's see. Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, false, fake, or faulty, because it's based upon something superficial, and it had the ability to keep one out in the cold. I'll leave it there. Oh, because of an unhappy family dynamic, or somebody's 9 of Cups in reverse turned into a 10 of Cups in reverse. They expected something else, possibly a different outcome. One more on that, and then I'll go to the other deck. I want to see what comes out in that deck, because it is just okay. When you're not participating in the drama, it leaves energy that is, without a choice, or there's less choices. Oh, you're releasing the worry. You're no longer participating in this chaotic experience. Somebody is going to be has a cycle of their own with death here. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yes, pull back. Here's the 10 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, then we're into the 8 of Wands, and then Ace of Wands in reverse. You're not accepting something that is coming from an odd energy or an odd position or an odd place, or it could be there's a reason for Judgment in reverse. To me, that is like not wanting to be seen for what it is, or the inability to see something for what it is because they're too busy putting labels on other things instead of working on their own path. I don't know, something like that. We got 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords in reverse again. You're letting go of those attachments to worry and emotions. What is happening? Okay, well, let's see. Got the Magician coming out here with the Tower, with the 5 of Coins now in reverse. You overcome. You went from the 5 to the 6 and the Queen of Coins. Wow. You overcome with, this is like somebody handing somebody something useful information or something useful. You got something useful, or you had the tools, or these are the tools with the Magician. With the Fool, you left on this journey with the Fool, and the first card after the Fool is the Magician. So it would be a tool that you picked up along the way. And that helps. The Tower. Okay, so definitely created much of that fire energy, those reactions, those actions that create destruction sometimes. So destruction is part of creation. Let there be light. The reason there is let there be light is because there's not, darkness is only an absence of light. Is that okay? So darkness is an absence of light. The Tower. So it was meant to shift. The High Priestess was meant to shift you in a position between the dark and the light, that middle path, that middle road of discovery. You're not judging. The reason for this is because of your not judging. Judgment doesn't free. Judgment has one further getting tied in. Okay, so we got the High Priestess, the Tower, and the Magician. 3 major arcanas right here. High Priestess is your inner knowing. You have Aries here. You have Pisces again. You have the 5 of Coins in reverse, overcoming any abandonment, wounds, issues, and realizing that your choices are the sum of your experiences, and you can see how they're going to affect how your choice now may or may not affect your future, but just honoring those choices, knowing what you're worth here, knowing you have the ability to give and receive, not accepting less than what you deserve with the 6 of Coins, 5 of Coins, because you did that. Queen of Coins, nurturing yourself, having the ability to attract. That attraction came out with Venus. The attraction came out with law of attraction. With like attracts like in this deck, and in this. Law of attraction came out in this deck, and this deck. 3 decks. Okay. Okay, we have Earth sign energy with Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, there's that energy that was stagnant, stuck, or frustrated. 6 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords upright is moving to calmer waters. This is frustration and where you're at, or in a move. Oh, 9 of Cups in reverse. Indulging in some kind of aggressive judgmental emotions. Okay, well, what is this? 10 of Coins, 9 of Coins. Oh my gosh. I just said not accepting less than what you know your worth, not accepting less than. Then the 10 of Coins comes out. 9 of Coins comes out. Much stability and support, and this Tower had to do with money and finances and generational wealth as well. 10 of Coins, 9 of Coins. You could have actually broke free from any expectation about that. Yeah, 10 of Swords, something was disappointing. Ace of Wands in reverse. Should have received an offer from someone else, Libra, and these coins also look like they're in a mirror or a picture. A mirror or a picture. Treasure chest. Okay, so you have a treasure chest of ideas or possibilities. You're not sharing it openly too much, but you already had an issue when you shared too much. Okay, so you learned from that. What else? Libra. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there could have been some kind of emotion attached to some kind of thought about wealth. 6 of Cups, but this is attached to a past. It's lingering. So something about an emotional connection between an offer and love. Libra. Hermit in reverse. Virgo energy. 8 of Wands in reverse. Somebody's going back. Returning. Justice. Whatever was Taurus energy, Libra energy, and you know, going back with her about a Taurus or another Libra. I said something about May. There's also a divorce. There was an injustice. Princess of Coins. Something disappointing as well with a, could be the Hierophant in reverse, could also be a community. And I could say not a community. I want to say an institution, justice, whatever institutional injustice there was. That's going back to. So if there's a hermit energy, a Virgo energy with a institution energy that is a group. What's the group? Mind. Chariot, Cancer. Could be a Cancer involved here. Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Aries. Knight of Swords. Now the Knight is upright. So that Chariot, what seemed like this was kind of saving the day was not saving the day. And then it's like being switched around. How do I say this? What really did save the day is now being recognized for what it is. Eight of Cups. You walked away from this cup or this offer, this Ace of Cups that is confusing about this giving and receiving or breadcrumbing possibly with the Five of Coins there, Three of Coins in reverse, a whole group. I don't usually say a whole group, so a whole group. Death around the Scorpio or with or about a Scorpio or around death and rebirth. No longer investing or collaborating or Eight of Coins in reverse. No longer investing, putting the hard work in. Eight of Coins upright is putting hard work in. Eight of Coins in reverse is no longer putting the work in because there's been a transformation. I'm going to notice here that 3 coins and 8 coins is 11 coins. And then 5 coins and 6 coins over here are 11 coins. And so it's like there was too many hands. And here are all these hands. Too many hands in the pot or too many hands in the, what is it? Too many hands in the, too many chefs or cooks in the kitchen, too many people, hands in the money, they're too much. Okay, something like that. Five of Swords with energy of win at all cost. Okay. Oh, there's always a character in the background here that you can't see, you know. So, usually. All right. Six of Swords in reverse. Unable to move to calmer waters. 9 of Cups in reverse because somebody wants something really badly. 9 of Cups in reverse. It's affecting the situation. Okay. One more. How is it affecting the Fool in reverse? Either unable to begin at a 0 point because they didn't complete the cycle, or this win at all cost energy is like going in a loop like a 0 does, you know, it's just a circle and it just keeps going. And 10 of Wands, creating these chain reactions of burdens. So Knight of Coins in reverse, and now somebody doesn't want to take accountability for what they created. I think here Queen of Wands is what I'm getting. Queen of Wands. Knight of Coins in reverse. This is you also in your Queen of Wands energy. You're creating your ability to, your fire can't be distinguished. Somebody could be distinguished, but I meant to say, what did I mean to say? Put out, your fire can't be put out. Well, what is that word? Diminished, but yeah, Interesting. What else is this for Libra? 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. You're no longer looking at those 3 cups that are on the ground, and you see the 2 cups that are standing behind you, and it's like turning your attention back to these 3 cups benefits someone, okay, that are on the ground. Princess of Swords, and then it's like watching to see what happens. This could be spying. Well, that's a person in this character. I don't want to say person. I'll say character or energy that you can't really see. 6 of Cups from the past. Empress in reverse. Somebody that should be emotionally mature, that is not in feminine energy, distorted feminine energy, or toxic ties or bonds. 8 of Swords, mental bonds. This is mirroring, this is projecting as well. This is staying stuck in some kind of conflictual projection, but a projection only can attach to someone if they buy into it. 7 of Wands, stand your ground, don't buy into it. The projections, the mental conflict that somebody might have created by, because it returned. Okay. Advice for you, Libra. I don't know, this feels like I've been doing this a long time. Illuminating the shadow. Okay, so that's what this is about. Voice. Okay, could be voicing something, but this is focusing on a solution. I think I said at the beginning of this reading that there's a solution, or if there's not a solution, that could be the solution. Just, not needing to have closure, because the whole idea is somebody doesn't want closure. Celestial gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Gatekeeping energy. Third eye vision. There's that third eye. Gatekeeping energy. Could be keeping what you're doing to yourself as well. You could be your own gatekeeper. And then there's also energy that doesn't want too much to be known. So it's kind of gatekeeping. It's like, oh, to get through a gate, you have to have some kind of motion. I mean, or you can jump over, oh, that's still a motion. So a gate is a gate, meant to restrict. And then you got hidden realms. So you have knowledge here. It's this high priestess energy. So there's a gate of hidden realms, creating conscious awareness with this hidden realms and what is to be known, and when it's time, divine timing. This is also, again, the balance of dark and light. It's the balance of yin and yang. It is as above, so below, so within, so without. This is inner knowing, outer knowing. This is knowledge. Okay, cosmic ancestors. Voice your concerns. Okay, I think I said voice right before I read that card. So you voiced your concern for a solution. And since you have the conscious awareness to actually process the information, here's that gatekeeper again. Okay, timing is critical with some kind of decision with a gate. energy signature of the past. The past is in the present. Here's Earth over here. But your GPS is working here. The past, okay, this is also about, time is fluid. There, it is, the past is, the present is the future. It is all, nothing. Now is what matters. Now is what matters. Okay, so we have a sacred divinity. There are two paths ahead. So you have a path, a new path, two paths ahead, and the past is in the present. So you have a past path and a present path to consider. One is gatekeeping, and one is ascended masters. There is no limit. So wherever the limits were placed, they're being shown. Create open communication, voice your concerns with the ascended masters. Number 20, 272, 207 could be relevant. We have number 22 here, number 72, number 27. We have Dark Night of the Soul, number 11. Master number 1, master number 1, master number 2, master. You mastered something. You mastered yourself. Okay, people bother. There's that astral travel. I mentioned something about your dreams or your dream state. Caution is needed with this astral travel, hidden realms, gatekeeper, ascended masters. Okay, so you get through the gate by the ascended master, high white frequency, not bypassing. You're not going to bypass. You're not going to. Okay, not going to bypass. Somebody wants to bypass something, a sacred path. Okay, so it's like there's work involved with both paths, but the work is different. Ground your energy. Let your soul shine. Nature is important here. A gate in nature actually could be relevant to someone out there. A gate in nature. Eternal union, ascended masters show a higher vibrational love, and whatever's gatekeeping this higher vibrational love from forming. New love is here or forming, so there's something forming in the astral, in the hidden realm, being brought to the ground, the physical, to the ground. Number 3, number 9, 18, 318 could be relevant. So you got master number 1, master number 2, now master number 3, all showed up here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Divine will. One more. Clear and activate. Number 9. Number 99. 399 could be relevant. Clear. Create sacred space. What did I say? Clear and activate? Well, anyway. Oh, it does say clear and activate. And create sacred space. All right. Mindful wisdom. Create inner harmony. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, Libra. I hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot. See you next time.